If you're a home care agency, you've heard about what Google Ads can do for generating leads. In this video, I'm going to share some tips that you can use from what we've learned about running home care agency Google Ads campaigns for dozens of home care agencies across the United States. My name is Frank. I'm the founder of SagaPixel. We are a digital marketing firm that specializes in digital marketing and PPC management for home care agencies. We have built out campaigns, negative keyword lists, basically templated processes that work regardless of the market. While I'm not going to hand these over to you in this video, I am going to share a number of tips that you can implement in your campaign if you decide to do it yourself. But if you'd like to schedule a time to talk to us to see if it might make sense to have a professional manage it for you, feel free to go over to our website and book a time. Tip number 1, split test the different types of PPC campaigns that are available. As of the end of 2022, there are 3 types of search campaigns that you can run. The first one are the responsive search ads. The second one is the smart campaigns. And the third one is the performance max campaigns. Now, by the time you watch this video, Google may have deprecated the smart campaigns in favor of the performance max campaigns. But as of today, all 3 of these are available. You should be running all the different campaign types that Google offers because one of them is going to be more profitable than the others. We can never tell ahead of time for whatever reason which one is going to perform better. But when we're running campaigns, we have the practice of running a responsive search campaign, a performance max campaign, and a smart campaign all side by side to see which one drives the lowest cost per lead, and then directing all the budget towards that campaign type. Tip number 2, Google has a problem with thinking that you are providing housing services. A lot of your ads may be getting flagged because of this reason, but if you reach out to support after some back and forth, they should remove the restriction and you should be good to go. Number 3, if you're running a responsive search campaign or a smart campaign, monitor your search queries. You're going to find a lot of keywords in there that you're paying for that are simply not relevant. Unfortunately, if you're running Performance Max, they really don't give you this information, and you just have to cross your fingers and trust Google. I know you're thinking, good luck with that. But we have seen that these Performance Max campaigns can perform well. You just need to watch them really closely. My next tip, make sure that you're using CallRail or some sort of other tracking system so that you get an idea of where your leads are coming in from. Now, in particular with the Performance Max campaign, I've noticed that there is a click fraud problem. In other words, there are bots that are clicking on the ads, probably on the Google Display Network, and then filling in spam submissions, which then get fed back over to Google's system as being a conversion. You should be doing some manual calculations at the end of the month and factoring out any sort of spam submissions that you're getting. I also recommend that you set up something like Clean Talk to reduce the amount of spam on your website and basically keep them from being able to fill out the contact form and trigger a conversion in Google Ads. We found this to be effective in these cases. Now, my remaining tips are all going to be specific to the responsive search campaigns. I really hope that Google doesn't ever get rid of these. I know that they really do want to go entirely towards an automated system using Performance Max, really because it helps them to use more of the ad availability like on their Google Display Network and so forth. And it also allows them to start putting your ads in front of searches that you wouldn't necessarily want to bid on. But I digress. There are some things that you can do with the responsive search campaigns to really optimize them. The next of which being set your ad schedule in blocks of 3 hours. There are going to be certain times a day and days of week when your campaigns perform very well. And there are going to be times a day and days of week when they don't perform well. You'll find a very common practice of setting just 24 hours or just run it entirely, one big block throughout the day. We don't do that. We set our campaigns in blocks of hours like this so that we can then go and adjust the bids during those times. Eventually, you'll find something like Mondays between 12 and 3, your cost per lead is half of what it is on Fridays from 6 to 9. That means you can adjust your bids or maybe stop running the ads entirely during times when they just don't convert. The next thing you should be doing is using audiences. You'll find specific things like if you're running a campaign for private pay, people that are luxury shoppers, luxury travelers, and so forth, they're a lot more likely to convert and be the kinds of leads that you want to get in front of. Again, you don't have a lot of Nordstrom shoppers that are looking for public program Medicare assistance with paying for elderly care. Next, split test your landing pages. With tools like Google Optimize, you can test different parts of your page. You can show half of your visitors one message in the headline or for the submit button, or change one picture to half of the visitors and show a different picture for the other half, and refine your page accordingly. Now, we've done this. We have a landing page that we've done this across dozens of accounts in different markets across the US. And we have something that we know works. But in your case, if you're using your own landing pages or a brand new website, you need to test all this stuff. Now, my next tip, if you're running responsive search ads, you really need to get your ad score as high as you possibly can. As you write your headlines, you're gonna see that this ad strength changes. You really wanna get it to at least good, even better if you can get it up to excellent. This is going to improve the performance of your responsive search ads. It's going to minimize the number of headlines that Google just ignores, and overall just streamline your account and drive you better, more consistent, less expensive leads. I hope that this video was helpful. If it was, please give it a like. If you want to talk to me or somebody from my team about maybe running Google ads for your home care agency, go over to sagapixel.com, fill out the contact form, and you'll be able to book a time immediately and we can sit down and talk.